Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're not gonna go into the regular queue, and instead we're gonna be playing the event, the Derp Building Challenge, from the Midweek Magic. In this event you can only play as commanders from the regular avatar set as well as the extra sheet. That means the jumpstart commanders, like the one we're gonna be playing, Katara, Waterbending Master. The reason I picked Katara is I wanted to make something that would annoy our opponents into conceding fast and early, and that's exactly what this deck is trying to do. We're gonna be playing bounce spells, counter spells, because Katara, whenever we cast a spell during our opponent's turn, we get an experience counter, and then whenever she attacks, we may draw cards equal to the experience counters we have, and then if we do, we discard a card. So we want cards to interact with our opponent either by countering their spells, bouncing their permanents, or protecting Katara if they have removal. So I included a couple of ways to give essentially unblockable to Katara, but not too many. We have Atomic Microsizer, it's an equipment, equips for 2, and we can make a creature a 1/1 that can be blocked. Usually we choose Katara, but you can also choose your opponent's creature. If they only have one, Katara is a 1/3, their creature is a 1/1. They don't want to block. Then we also have Security Bypass. If enchanted creature attacks alone, it can be blocked, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it connives. So it also helps us grow a little bit Katara. Which reminds me, we also have Reject Imperfection, counter target spell if that spell's mana value was 0 less, proliferate. And Serum Snare, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If its mana value is 0 less, proliferate. So this allows us to proliferate if Katara has counters, and if not, we still proliferate our experience counter so that we can draw more cards. At the end of the day, what Katara is going to do is she's going to snowball into a lot of card draw, so it doesn't matter if we go down on cards by bouncing our opponent's stuff, we still make up for it by getting experience counters and drawing more cards. And eventually, we're going to be, since Katara only deals 1 damage, we have to complement with Laboratory Maniac or Jace Wielder of Mysteries. That way, if we draw an empty library, instead we just win the game. So that's the plan: counter spells, bounce spells, a little protection, or just to get Katara and draw as many cards as we want while stopping on our opponents. And I will admit, this deck really overperformed for me in this event. So now let's head into the event, and I will show you how powerful Katara really is. Boomy Unleashed. Reject Imperfection, a decent counter spell for experience counters. Oh, Badger Molko. So we need to get some bounce. Hopefully we bounce the forest, making it pretty much useless. Blossoming Tortoise. And here we're gonna exile some cards to the march, I think. But first, let's see what they do. Azusa. That's not that bad. Sonic Drift. That's... I like to see that. Yeah, Fartik is gonna resolve, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, them ramping is a little annoying, but now we are 5, so we'll see if we can fight this one out. Now we are drawing 7, so I don't know if opponent going to pick this one out. Yeah, I don't know why they are attacking. They had the right idea, I think, at some point to just keep back and block Katara. All of this card is essentially free now. We commandeer the crop rotation. And I'm not sure how opponent can recover from this. Got that drawing 9, and I think I forgot to put in Reliquary Tower. X. And I guess we don't need to attack with Katara, she only does 1 damage after all, so... we don't want to mill ourselves out. Okay, finally they concede. GG's. Momo friendly flyer. We just need them to play a flyer here, exactly like that. Thank you, opponent. Lulu, she specializes whenever you attack, gain twice as much life. Okay. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures with flyer, gain that much life. That's what I meant to say. Well, what the card says. And we'll start generating advantage. I guess the architect is gonna fall off soon. Whenever you cast a creature without flying, it gets flying. Okay. You don't choose a creature in your hand and it gets flying. So that doesn't work exactly with Momo, but it does work with Lulu. What do the other ones do? And I think this might be where our opponent concedes. Now we have Sink into Stupor, Fairy Disruption, and Ruin. Rimbana. Yeah. It's Tidebinder to make Momo lose its abilities. Now I think we guys way bouncing Tidebinder. That way we have it in our hand again, we can recast it. Okay. Yep. GG's. Against Osai. Seems like they are gonna be playing all of the Airbenders. Fire Nation attacking. Okay, shove aside. We are going to wait one turn so we have protection for Katara. Fire Nation occupation. We will unsubstantiate the token here. G Aldred. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. I think we need to take it for now. We will try to draw some bounce and just send it away. I guess we technically have a bounce in Cryptic Command. Counter, return, shield. Kill artist. I think I want to dive down, even though we're not gonna get any value out of it. Just so we draw even more cards now. And yeah, opponents tend to concede pretty easily. Now that we are gonna be drawing 4 cards, I don't think there's much they can do. Against Flopsy. I think they might be the slime finally. So, okay, throw it off the count before spike. Oh, and Latamri. Oh, they are actually playing something here. They tried to do something with the Latamri. We would just sanitize binder. They don't get it. That was meant to be Mystic Sanctuary. Okay. Combustion Man. So since we have the Architect, we are okay, I think. Even if they remove Katara here. Yes, we bounce the Dragon's Rage. We direct Lightning, but I think yeah, they still need to target the same. They need to target something they control, so they only have one creature. Yep, shame scoop, I guess. Azula. This is a turn where we are going to maybe Fading Hope Katara. Tiny bones, okay. Let's try to bounce. Even, counter, and return their land. Okay, GG's. Against the Earth King. Okay, just in case they are the Slime Against Humanity, we are keeping the stuff talents. In a curator, okay, so maybe not. Do we play Katara here then? Think so? We don't want to attack, or I guess we could, but it doesn't do much. Right, they should buff. That's a counter spell and a gate. They eat the negate, we are okay with that. We don't need both the Hexproof cards, so let's send one away. And keeps just hitting our graveyards. We don't mind it too much, so here on Snare we want to keep for Spike we send away because they are using the mana for the Curator. Take you and Security Bypass. And wings. Can you maybe let's counter that here. We proliferate. Here I think we can even go for one shit down. I guess we would want one counter at least on it, so we can proliferate it. We let that one go, but now we can Snapcaster, proliferate, get even more counters on Cutthroat. And that's gonna be lethal, so GG's. By they are going to be about sacrificing, so here yeah, we will start by playing Sapphire Medallion and go from there. Now Katara costs only 1 mana, which means we have 2 spells as backup. Thing. Remind that. I think opponent will concede soon. Lot out. I'm gonna leak that. Wind, we generate extra mana with it. Torpor Orb. We're going to bounce the arena and counter the orb. We play the end web cost, so we get back the bouncer. Damnation, reject imperfection, although we don't get to proliferate. Insatiable avarice. We get Jace, Wielder of Mysteries.
Are they your memories or mine? This would come in handy.
Okay, Aegis. Yep, they realize now we have a win con, even if we are not gonna deal certain damage to them. Aegis. Lord Zuko. I think we keep these hands. We can remand on turn 2 and then play Katara with Shut Up as a backup. Just a 3-2, I guess. If they are not gonna add anything to the board, we can be patient. Here I think we found their land and draw a card. Now we have Katara, we pass. They ephemerate, rebound. Cannot be turn face up. What do they discard here? To hand size. Elish Norn. Remind that it's gonna be the elephant. At this point, I don't think opponent can do anything. Well, let's keep drawing 4. Maybe Flusterstorm is better than Mana Leak. No, sorry, Mana Leak is better than Flusterstorm. But at this point, it doesn't matter too much. We are firmly ahead, even though we are not killing our opponent yet. Yeah, and that's why we needed Mana Leak. Now opponent has a creature that resolved. Do we attack still? I guess we can wait. Never to cast, then okay. Only once each turn. Yeah, actually we are okay with that. And they concede. GG's. Against the boulder. We are going to save Octopus form. Oh, and it is the deck, so this is an event exclusive. Test of talent. Yeah, they see what's happening. That felt really, really nice. I was thinking other decks were this one, but finally happened, so happy to have Test of Talents in the deck. At least for the event. If you play this outside, it's just a counter for Instant on Sorcery, which is not the worst. And because you have Katara, you can discard it away, so it's not a horrible inclusion. GG's Boulder. Dimir Katara. We need... Yeah, this is gonna work. When this dies, you may put a counter on target. Also, it's a zombie deck. I think we play the microsizer and pass for now. We are going shields down. Oop. And it was I guess we couldn't counter that as well, so. It's Baron. The Dead Baron. Now they only have Lord of the Undead, Festering Mummy, and 2 blue mana. We are going to put the bounce spell on top, I guess. It will try to return their Death Baron, we bounce their lords. We want the play, I think we have nothing to fear. Let's steal their mommy. Let's show them Jace, see if that's enough for them to want to concede.
Don't. This is all just an illusion.
Crystal, we countered it, although they shouldn't be playing the Water Crystal with a lot of zombies. At least that's my opinion.
It's a matter of give and take.
Now we have more. We have to choose the cards we keep instead of the ones we discard, so we get 2 more counters, we play the bouncer, add more to the board, opponent tries to counter, with Force of Negation. We finally hit the tower, but I already played that one.
It's how you play the hand you're dealt.
No, not Sam. We just keep milling ourselves.
Let's think this through.
I think we have the Laboratory Mania Queen. Technically Jace, but still. Opponent has hidden Necropolis or a counter spell. And we win with Jace. GG's. Other Katara. So that's gonna be it for today. I don't think I counted how many wins we got. I finished all my dailies, but I had a couple of first, maybe 2 or 3. But your eyes did not deceive you. All the way through, we didn't lose a single game. Does that mean Katara is broken? Probably, but it also means that she's one of the best, if not the best, commander from the event, from the Avatar Jumpstart and maybe even the Avatar main set put together. Now, maybe other decks that are a little bit more optimized, they have more interactions, are going to be able to do better. But as it stands in the... I guess we saw the high bait, the Hey-Buy, I mean, the one that was also, they run a decent amount of removal, but it was just not enough to keep up with our counter spells. Just the fact that we are playing the most efficient cards, including Katara, she's just snowballed like crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess they were thinking about Commander. Maybe in Commander, that snowball is a little bit more necessary. But in 1v1, it's just too much for some opponents to overcome. And yeah, we didn't lose a single match in this event. Proud to say that, so maybe I will farm some more daily wins tomorrow with this same deck. But for today, thank you for watching, I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.